Hey everybody, it's your favorite friend and fiend, Kenneth Ramon, back here again in the Cruiser Bruiser. And I'm back with you this time, you guys, with an awesome-tacular movie review for you guys. Now, it's kind of like my first time doing it this way. Well, not quite. I've done this like once or twice before, but those of you guys that follow my channel know I'm like really big into like collecting physical media and things like that. So like I'll be in my local Walmart and I'll look through like the movies, and every now and then there's one that catches my interest. And this time I did end up picking up one, and this is kind of like a spoiler because I haven't released the whole hoarding up video out yet. But it's coming. It's coming. But anyways, you guys, I picked up this movie starring Pete Davidson and Kaley Cuoco called Meet Cute. And so, you know, like it caught my eye instantly because I'm kind of digging Pete Davidson. I saw his movie, The King of Staten Island. I just saw it recently, and I kind of wanted to review that with you guys too because I really did enjoy that movie. But anyways, you know, and I'm familiar with Kaley and her work in, you know, The Big Bang Theory and eight Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. So like I'm familiar with her, and I like her work in the past. So, you know, maybe these two have some awesome on-screen chemistry together, you know. So instantly that caught my eye. And then like I started reading what the movie's about, and it has like this whole time travel aspect to it, and I'm like, whoa now. Okay, I need to check this movie out right now. But anyways, you guys, let me give you guys a little quick description on what the movie's about. All right, so Meet Cute. Yeah, it stars Pete Davidson and Kaley Cuoco, and they both play these strangers that meet each other at a bar. Okay, and at first it's really weird because Sheila here, who's played by Kaley, starts finishing sentences for Gary, played by Pete, and then starts predicting things that happen, you know, in the night. And then she later comes clean, right, and tells him that she's a time traveler and that they've had this encounter before many times, okay? And now at first, to me, like, it just feels very staged, okay? And like, you're just like wondering, okay, well, this is just like her clever way of picking up on him. You know, she's clearly not a time traveler. But then, you know, we as an audience learn that is indeed what's going on. So like as the story goes, Sheila here discovers a tanning bed. Not a hot tub time machine, but a tanning bed time machine inside this nail salon that she was visiting. And she comes back to this day that she met Gary. Okay, the time machine could only go like 24 hours into the past, and it could go anywhere in the past, but she always comes back to the same night when she met Gary. Now, right off the bat, you guys, I wasn't completely sold on this movie. I have to admit, I wasn't sold on like the chemistry between the actors or the characters. I was just there like, huh? Like, what makes this night so special? Why does she keep coming back to this one night where she can go anywhere in the, you know, in the history of the world? And that's kind of mentioned in this movie as well. So like, I was like, huh? And then not only that though, but Kaley Cuoco, like, to me, while I was watching like the first half of it, I was like, gosh, this is a terrible acting performance. Like, every line that she's delivering is like coming off so sarcastically and not genuine. But then, like, as the story progresses, it started making more sense to me. Like, why she was acting that way. Like, it was intentional. Because, like, the whole time I'm like, I don't remember Kaley being this terrible of an actress. But it's supposed to come off that way because the more dates that her character Sheila has with Gary, she starts to open up more and feel more comfortable around him. You know, like, cause it's been like 3 months, like at this point where like, Kaley's like more dramatic performance comes into the movie, and like you start to learn a little bit more about, her character Sheila's past, you know, and all that she's been through. And then you start to learn why she keeps coming back to this first date, you know, and, but to Gary, it's always going to be the first date. So sometimes she lets out a little bit too much about herself, and it's a little bit too much that Gary can handle. And then with that, the movie takes a whole nother turn. It's kind of like the butterfly effect, where Sheila even goes back into like the tanning machine, time machine, to like try to fix things, from Gary's past, you know, to try to make him more confident and more kind of accepting of the person that Sheila is. But in the process of doing that, you know, things start to go haywire, and the person who owns the tanning machine, time machine, warns Sheila, hey, you can't go back and delete people's past, you know. I forgot what the line was. I think she says, you can't delete the pain, because if you delete the pain, you delete the person. So, like, meaning that our traumatic experiences that we encounter in our lives ultimately shape who we are as individuals. And I love how it took that whole psychological aspect in this movie, how it went that route. And it was really cool, man. It was really like the butterfly effect, kind of like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind a little bit. You know, how they like try to erase things and try to, like, you know, change the relationship dynamic. But like ultimately that just makes things worse. And then eventually it's up to them if they want to accept the person for who they are. Like, I love that whole aspect of this movie. And it takes like the second half for it to kind of get going and get really freaking awesome. I'll tell you guys, it took me 2 watches. I wanted to go back and watch this again. After the first watch, I was like, wow, that ending was really cool. Let me go back and watch it a second time. And then I was picking up things from like the first half that didn't really make sense to me, but now knowing what I know now makes perfect sense. So I kind of like movies like that. It's kind of like takes you for a loop there a little bit and has you thinking. I like movies like that. But anyways, so yeah, I love the psychological aspect. And then Pete Davidson's character, eventually he sympathizes for Sheila as she starts to reveal more information about her past, her trauma, and her pain, that even he tries to go back and undo things. Like, he'll go into like the tanning bed time machine. He's all like, all right, I've had enough of this. She's not gonna go back in time and have these dates with me. I've had enough. I'm gonna go back and put a stop to this. And then that's when like the puzzle pieces like start coming together, and like things really start making sense with things that didn't make sense before. And let me just tell you guys, it's really heartwarming, it's adorable, and I absolutely love it. Hey everybody, so before I give Meet Cute my final rating, I just want to thank you all so much for watching my video. If you like what you see so far, please hit that like button. If you want more videos like this, let me know down in the comments section. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're so close. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get there, you guys. Anyways, you guys, thank you so very much for all the continued support. You guys rock. Now let's get to my final rating now, shall we? Alrighty, guys, so without giving the ending of this movie away, I just have to say it was pretty cute. Just as the title suggests, man, it was a cute movie. And I felt like it was definitely worth my time. You know, it took a while to get going, and I wasn't sure at first. But come the ending, it was a great payoff with the ending. You know, it could have been worse. It could have been the opposite, you know, where you get a really good movie, you're invested, and then the ending is crap. I feel like that's a lot worse than what we got here, where the beginning's like, and then, you know, the ending's like, whoa. It's all because of Pete Davidson, man. I have to admit, Kaley does a great job too, and the chemistry ultimately works, you know, come the ending of the movie. But Pete Davidson here, man, he's just a really talented actor. I didn't even mention, like, this movie has so much to offer as far as comedy goes. It's more of a dark comedy. Like, the jokes are a little bit darker in here, but they are funny. So you do get some laughs in here, and mostly from Pete, man. He's really good at reacting to things. Like, his reactions are just hilarious, man. Let me know what you guys' favorite Pete Davidson movie is in the comments section. Like I said, I've only seen like a couple of them, but I want to see more of his work because I'm pleasantly surprised. He's a really good actor, you know, because there's some parts in this movie that take a serious tone and he delivers. and the comedic tone he delivers, you know. And I also love like the science fiction elements and the psychological elements in this movie as well. Like there's just a lot that this movie has to offer. So, you know, for that, you guys, if I had to give this movie a rating, like upon my first watch of it, I felt like it was kind of a C. But then I wanted to watch it again. And that's always a good sign. When you want to watch a movie again and, you know, pick up on things that you didn't pick up the first time, I feel like you have a really good movie. So I'm going to give this movie a solid 8 out of 10 Coolio rating. And I highly recommend you guys check it out. Now, is it worth $14? That's up for you to decide. You know, I'd say if you really like romantic comedies, that's kind of what I went for, really. I kind of was in the mood for a rom-com, and then I just got more than I wanted, man. I got psychological thriller aspects in this, really dramatic stuff in here, and I got sci-fi. So, but anyways, you guys, if that sounds like it's up your alley, yeah, I'd say it's worth $14. If not, you know, I mean, it's not like the best movie. You know, wait till it's in the $7 movie bin. But anyways, you guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you've seen this movie, what you thought of it. I thought it was pretty freaking cool. Anyways, you guys, that is my review. Until next time, Kenneth Ramone, signing off. Bang!